Okay. All right. So let's look at our graphs. So much in like linear functions, we talk about y-intercepts. So I really want to emphasize in quadratic functions, we mostly talk about x-intercepts. They have y-intercepts too, but because there is a whole x-intercept form, we really instead of intercept form, we should call it x-intercept form. Maybe that would be more clear, but that's not the official name. All right, so I have an intercept right here. This ordered pair at 1, comma 0 is an x-intercept. And right here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, comma 0. Letter B, I got an intercept at -3, 0. And I have an intercept at 1, 0. And in letter C, 1, 2, 3, 4, I have an intercept at -4, 0. And an intercept at -2, 0. There are other scenarios that I'm not showing here. Sometimes a parabola turns before it hits the x-axis. In that case, there are no x-intercepts. It could come down here as well. So sometimes there's none. And there's another scenario, and it happened first year. It got confusing. I don't want to confuse you, but sometimes it'll just touch and turn into one perfectly one place. So when it comes to parabolas, a lot of times there's two x-intercepts. Every now and then there's none, and every now and then it can just turn exactly at one point. Okay? Yes, yes. When it touches and turns at one point, the intercept is the same as the vertex. Good connection. All right. So when I look at intercept form, there's an A out front. You know, A is the only thing in common from all the forms. We have an A here, we have an A here, and we have an A here. A is the same in every form. Okay. Vertex form HK is the vertex. Down here we have P's and Q's. P's and Q's are intercepts. These are the intercept values. So in this one, I would say P equals 1, Q equals 5. Because today, you're plugging these in to the intercept form. So you need to understand what P and Q is. P and Q represent different things than H and K does. That's why they have different letters. Okay? In this one, P is -3 and Q is 1. We call intercepts P's and Q's. And in this one, P is -4 and Q is -2. All right, did anybody come up with a statement about what all x-intercepts have in common? There's a lot of things they have in common, so there's more than one right answer, but there's like one specific detail. No, man. Sometimes there's 0 intercepts, and sometimes there's exactly 1. Okay? But we could make a statement and say that there's either 2, 1, or 0 x-intercepts. Yeah. No, let's take a look. Is what Alicia's saying true? Is the y value 0 in all of these ordered pairs? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, that's going to be important for today's lesson. Number 3. The y value of the x-intercept is always 0. That's something that you're going to really want to know because you're just going to be given a list of points and you have to decide, am I looking at an intercept or am I looking at a vertex? So the giveaway that something is an intercept is when the y value is 0. You have x-intercepts. So that's a definition that you really need to be comfortable with. Questions about answering? Okay, let's check homework from yesterday. 139 and 10. I'm gonna let you guys get some extra credit. Come to the board, show your work. First period is totally hesitant. I know there's some fractions, maybe you did decimal. I'm not erasing this too quick. But I was able to correct, like, students came up to the board, they showed their work first period, and I was able to just say, hey, you know what? We dropped a negative sign here. There's a mistake. That's good. It's okay to come up to the board and make mistakes. You don't have to be perfect up here. It's a moment for all of us to take a look and see, like, what could be different? Maybe what went wrong? Things like that. So, did I do one in class with you guys? I feel like I didn't have time. So I need a volunteer to come up and do one and show all the work. You can bring a friend. Alicia. 3, come up. Livy. 9, Jahan, and 10. Anybody want 10? I know that you want it, everybody want it.
Okay, wait. I know. Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. Come on.
Page 147. Will you pause it? Oh, pause it. Okay. So you guys are aware. I'm hoping to review. We're doing this today. I'm hoping to practice it in class tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to practice drafting standard form. I want to practice this some more. Practice this one I'm about to show you. And then on Friday, you're going to have an open note little mini worksheet, which you're going to do by yourself, and I'm going to collect, and I'm going to grade right and wrong. So it's one graph, one vertex form, and one intercept form. Open note. Technically, it's an open note mini quiz on Friday. Write a quadratic function in standard form whose graph passes through 3 points. So I can't see what these 3 points are. Maybe one of them is the vertex. I don't know. What are these 3 random points they're giving us? So I have to visualize it. So all right, here's -5, 0, and here's 4, 0. And then here is 0, -8. So what are we looking at? I can definitely see that I have some intercepts. There's 2 points right on the x-axis. So this -5, 0 is an intercept, and 4, 0 is an intercept. And I can visualize that on the graph, or I can go ahead and notice that the y values are 0. So I know I have intercepts. Is this the vertex? It looks like it. It's in the middle. So I'm tempted to say I could use vertex form. But when I count, there's 5 units here, and there's only 4 units here. So this point actually is not the center. It looks like it, but it's a trick, okay? That's actually the y-intercept. So this center is probably more like here. Right? So we have to be really careful about what information they're giving us. So we are not given the vertex, even though it looks that way. Instead, we're giving 2 intercepts. So if we're given the intercepts and not the vertex, we're going to use intercept form. This is intercept form. You have to have it memorized, the difference between vertex form and intercept form. So from the information, I see that P equals -5 and Q equals 4. So step 1, and I'm going to shorten these steps from yesterday. Plug in P, Q, So it's going to be x minus -5 and x minus 4. Your P and Q. And with this being a subtraction formula, when you plug a negative in, it's going to end up looking positive. No. Good point. I could have called this Q and I could have called this P. It doesn't matter. P and Q is interchangeable. I will eventually, not yet. Alright, so there I am with my P and my Q plugged in. Now, step 2. Plug in x and y, and that's going to help you find the a value. So, x and y is just any other point. So they got to give you, if it's intercepts, they got to give you one other point. So this 0, -8, we're going to use as our x and our y. The other point we'll plug in for x and y. So I got a -8, I got a 0 plus 5, 0 minus 4. So now that I have this 0 in here, I don't have to FOIL, I can just do the math. So add, subtract, multiply, divide, give you all that stuff. Pretty much find A. Oh wait, see what you come up with. So we're doing the same thing as yesterday, but we're using this to plug in instead of this one. How do we do for A? A fraction?
0.4.
That's a bad fraction. Okay, we get A, I got 5 and a -4. That's -8 equals A times -20. I'll divide -20. And I get 8 over 20 equals A. Are you? Whatever. I'm going to reduce that. 8 and 20 both divide by 4. So I'm going to say A is 2/5. And I want you guys working towards fractions. Seeing fraction form instead of decimals. But, I mean, if the decimal helps you get through all the steps, it's fine. Really, at some point, fractions are easier than decimals. Try to believe it's true.
And the negatives get canceled out and divided.
Right, the negative over the negative is now positive. Alright, so that's all finding A. Remember yesterday, the first 3 steps were all finding A. So I got it down to 2 steps today, but still, finding A was mission accomplished for the first half of the problem. Now we're going to start over. start over. And this time we're plugging in A, P, and Q. The E that we found and intersects. So foil first, and then distribute A. The good thing about this is that you don't have to remember a key value. So go ahead, foil that. You remember how to foil? You want to do it real quick? We got x times x first. Just ignore the 2 things. X times x, x squared. And then we go x to the negative 4. Negative 4. 5 to the x. 5x. 5 times negative 4, negative 20. X squared plus x minus 20. Who's got a question about the FOIL part? Alright, so you're feeling really good. You're zooming through a million steps of math. You probably should know an answer. You're going to lose a point because you can't forget about the A. So I was foiling, but this 2/5 I was ignoring. It's still right out front. So the last thing I got to do before I have 100% full credit is foil that through. So it's 2/5 x squared, that's a vertical string of 2 over 5, plus 2/5 x minus what? 40 over 5. 2/5 x squared. 2/5 x minus 8. Let's go. A lot of steps, so making one little error isn't a big deal. Your answer will look totally wrong if you make one error, but that doesn't mean you did it totally wrong. You could have done it 90% right, so don't get frustrated. What's that?
You have to read.
Oh, God.
Is that how you?
I mean, it's really easy to write down some of these equations. There's so much right now.
You need to run with this one.
How did you come up with those equations?
Yeah.
Alright, you guys have a good 10 minutes. Let's get number 4 done right now. You're doing 4, 5, 8, 11. Follow the same steps. Let's see where issues arise. I have number 4 ready to show you. So I'm gonna step back, give you some time to try, and then show you the answers.